everyone, and welcome to my channel. And today's video is a little bit different because my friend Eve Marie Whitsun-Jones wanted to interview me about an up-and-coming art retreat that I'm running in September of 2023. And she's very excited because she's just signed up for it and she wanted to talk to me about it. So if you would like to know a little bit more about what I'm doing with this art retreat, then continue listening because I'm sure it'll be of interest to you. Okay, let's get started.
Hi, everyone. I'm here with Joy, and I thought I would take this opportunity to talk about the art retreat, the wonderful art retreat that Joy's putting on in September. And I'm one of the very lucky people to be registered and will be attending this retreat. And I wanted to tell you a little bit more about it from my perspective and why I decided to do this retreat. And also to ask Joy maybe a couple more questions and give her an opportunity to tell us a little bit more about it as well.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm so excited about going to this. It's my first ever art retreat. And as one of your students, I've been following you for, quite a number of years now, and watching you on YouTube and doing your classes and your lessons. And as I, briefly, described in the first podcast that we did, I finally got the wonderful opportunity to meet you in person a couple of months ago. And it was through that meeting that, we've now arrived to where, we're doing this podcast together, and we're also, collaborating on the retreat. And I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to let them know, from my perspective as her student, I think why this is going to be such a wonderful event. Because I think, for a lot of us who've never really had any formal art training, as I have never had any, I've never gone to an art school, I've never really, attended any kind of a serious art instruction in a classroom setting. And I've done most of my, my learning, if you like, online through watching videos. Joy's obviously included in that, but many others as well. And I always felt a little frustrated because I just felt like I really wasn't always sure, was I really understanding what, the teacher was trying to impart, or could I be doing it slightly better, or whatever? There was all these sort of questions I had in my head that I was never able to really fully resolve, because I'm sitting here doing it more or less, by myself. And so when the idea of the retreat came up, when Joy and I started talking about it, she was obviously excited to do it too, for her own reasons, I'll explain in a minute. But I was, really excited because this is going to be the first time that I actually get to be sort of in the same room, if you like, as an artist such as Joy, who has so much talent and so many accomplishments and so much to teach us. And I think that, in that 7-day period, we're going to be exposed to and learn so much, not just from her, but also from, being in the same classroom or the same setting as other students who are also going to be learning in their own way. And it's going to be such a great, I think, collaborative environment, not just Joy, teaching us, but also us learning from one another. And also in such an amazing setting.
Yeah.
I had the chance to visit a little bit, drive through Frigiliana. Is it Frigiliana or Frigiliana? I always get it wrong.
Frigliana.
Yeah. And I remember as I was driving there, and I saw it as I was coming up, up the hill from where I was staying. And there's this gorgeous, absolutely stunning, little village perched on the side of a hill with,
Yeah,
all the
beautiful
white buildings and the blue and everything. It's just really breathtaking. So the setting is going to be incredible. And I'm sure the villa will be incredible, judging from, the pictures that I've seen on the website. And yeah. And there's going to be so much more fun things happening, like the visit to the museum, the
Yeah.
Picasso Museum in Malaga and the other museum. And just to take in, the beauty of the surroundings will be an amazing experience in and of itself. So thank you, Joy,
Well, I hope so.
for agreeing to for agreeing to do all this work. I know it's a lot of work, but I'm sure that it's something that you really are going to get a lot of enjoyment from yourself.
Oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and I think it's, it's wonderful to actually be working with a small group of people, and we all feed off each other. As you were saying, it's not just about me, teaching. It's the whole atmosphere and energy and inspiration that we all get from each other, seeing what we're doing, having those interesting conversations, being able to really sort of immerse ourselves in it and enjoy the process.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it is an exciting thing to be looking forward to for September.
Have
And
you
there are a
got,
few spaces left. We're
yeah,
not quite full yet.
right.
So there's still the opportunity of getting a place if anyone's interested. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm getting the program all together and what we're going to do, how it's going to develop, such that you'll be able to take home some not only great memories, but hopefully some art that you feel really happy with. And a
Yeah.
lot of learning, to be able to implement at home and feel confident, develop those skills, and have a great deal of fun and laughter and creativity.
Yeah. Have you got some ideas already as to what kind of is there going to be a theme throughout the whole retreat, or is every day going to be
Well, the
different?
theme is just kind of going to develop, but I have got an idea. Obviously, I've already started putting the program together. One of the things I will mention is that if anybody decides to come on the retreat, then I will give them the first course that I did, called the Abstract Made Simple course, which will give you a foundation. So you're not absolutely starting from scratch. And everyone will be singing off the same page, basically, having had, done some of the exercises and, building up their confidence through that. And then we can, go through to the next stage.
Yeah.
And, it's such an interesting thing with abstract painting because everybody comes at it from a different point of view. But as I talk about a lot, developing some of the skills and knowing how to do it, and then being able to express yourself because you do know how to do it, makes all the difference. You're not just kind of, keeping your fingers crossed and hoping for the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is a process and there is an understanding. How do we mix the colors? What textures can we get? How does that composition work? How does the design come together? And with whatever you do, how to take it then to the next level and then the next level, so you really feel as if the painting has come together and expresses what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
And the whole enjoyment of it. I mean, that's the main thing.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So should we expect to come away with more than one piece, or is it
absolutely, yeah. We'll be
okay.
doing different things every day,
Okay.
finishing with a big painting.
Oh.
And then you'll be able to take that home. We'll be able to roll it take it off the frame,
Oh
and be
yeah,
able to
okay.
roll it.
Yeah.
So that's exciting because I think, a lot of people are a bit nervous of doing a big painting.
Yeah, me
And
included.
so I think there's going to be a lot of excitement about that because, translating what you might do as a small piece
Yeah.
into a big piece,
Yeah.
it's another thing.
Right.
And there'll be chance I'll have all the different kind of tools and things like that to play with and to explore what they can do. will work also on boards as well as canvases,
Okay.
and using all different kinds of brushes, big ones, small ones, all all the things that I have in my studio to encourage you to experiment and try out, so you can see what you like. It's the thing about it is developing your own way.
Yeah.
If you've got the skills under your belt, you're then in a far better position to be able to say, well, I like doing this, but I don't like doing that.
Right.
And then you can concentrate on the
Yeah.
things that you like and then develop it.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I've gotten hooked on, thanks to you, is collage.
Yeah.
Are we
It's
going to do a bit
fantastic,
of
isn't
that?
it?
Do you think we'll have
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm looking at how we can do that together,
Okay.
and do some printing with it and various other things, so that it is possible. Yeah, we are going to do that,
Oh,
and
lovely.
it's really good fun.
Yeah.
And we'll do some things that we do together as well as individually,
Oh,
and that's going to be interesting.
yeah.
I've done that before myself many years ago in a wonderful workshop that I did, and it was fascinating because you really kind of broke out of your limitations, and there was a synergy happened with the group, and we
Oh,
all did something together. It was fantastic. So I'm going to do that in my own way to show people
yeah.
how to enjoy doing that. So
Yeah, that
yeah,
sounds
and
really
I think
intriguing.
going to the Picasso Museum, also the Pompidou, which is the contemporary art gallery in Malaga. It's full of inspiration.
Mm,
And I think, there are some absolutely brilliant things, complicated, and then there's some brilliant, simple things. And it takes away the perception that everything has to be so.
right.
It kind
Yeah.
of loosens you up to think, well, I can just do a few strokes and have something that's really dynamic and powerful. I don't have to spend hours and hours and
Yeah.
hours and hours
Yeah.
painting. um, and of course, Picasso was one of the one of the beginners of collage painting for fine art.
Hmm.
So then again, he's an inspiration
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
that. So
I have
yeah,
to say,
it's going to
I have a certain amount of anxiety about it because I think in my head, I don't know if other people might feel this way, but we're going there for this week, to spend with you and everyone and to, have this really kind of concentrated attention put onto, the whole creative exercise and the painting. And what if at
Mhm.
the end of it, I come home with something that I really don't like, I want to do something nice. I want to make something really pretty, but there's no
Well,
guarantee.
then you have to define what is that,
Yeah, yeah,
and I think again, it's a process. You might take something home that you might feel disappointed with, but you'll have the knowledge as to how to do things to it to make it so you are happy with it. And that's my goal, is to make sure that everybody does go home with something that they're happy with,
yeah, of course.
because
Yeah,
that's the purpose of the thing.
yeah,
But in the event that you don't, at least you'll have the wherewithal to know how to make it right, or how
yeah,
you want
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Well,
But
that's the
we're
important
not
thing, I
there
think.
for good or bad. We're there for an experience to learn.
Hmm.
And I think that's the most important thing. I mean, just to give you an example, I can't remember how many years ago, it must be 15 years ago, I went on a course on acrylics given by somebody who worked for Golden, the Golden
Yeah,
products.
yeah,
And I don't know whether they still do it, but anyway, they used to run courses, and the gallery where I was exhibiting, and I used to run classes actually at that gallery. It was fantastic because they organized this course with this person from Golden to come and teach us all about all the different things that the Golden products can do.
yeah, yeah,
And,
yeah.
here's me as a teacher.
Mm.
um, And I was nervous about it, thinking, well, I don't know about all these different kind of gels and mediums and this and this and this and this and this. And I was absolutely over the moon about it, because I really learned, but we had so much to learn. You couldn't remember it all.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what? All these years later, I've still got the folder with all the things that we did. And obviously, even since then, they've developed so many other products.
Sure, yeah.
But I still can look at those things and learn something and feel, wow, that was great. Even though I'm not particularly happy with some of the pictures that I did using these different things that they were giving us. But the learning of it has stayed with me all these years. And if I can help you and other people get the same feeling that years later, that's still a foundation for going on and doing more, then I've done my job properly.
I'm sure you will. Yeah, I'm absolutely certain of that.
And I think with the location and the place, and going, even just the village of Frigliana is wonderful. There's some nice galleries there, and there's some beautiful buildings, and it's so pretty. It's inspiration in itself. So I'm excited. So I'll put some information below here. So
yes, please.
If you want to go and check it out and see, don't wait too long, because there are only a few spaces left, but we're already thinking about next year, and then we could have another one next year, which would be great.
At least one, I think, right? We were hoping that maybe
at least one.
Yeah. Maybe in different parts of different locations. Who knows?
Yes. Yeah. We're kind of working on that. So this first one is going to be great fun, lovely place, really nice people that run it. The villa is beautiful, so I'm sure we're going to have a fantastic time. And thank you for asking me to talk about it.
Yes, well, I think more people need to know and really look at this wonderful opportunity that's available, because I mean, I've looked around at other art retreats, and they're all kind of doing similar things, but in their own way. Everybody's got their own style, but
exactly.
There's lots of other people doing this, and I think that your experience and your knowledge and your innate talent, to me, sort of stands above the rest in terms of what the opportunity could bring.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Wait till after it's finished, and then you can give your you can say.
Okay, well, thank you, Joy. I appreciate you taking this extra time to talk about it with me. And as you said, if anybody's interested, please click on the link in the description, and there's more information on the website, and you can also reach out to Joy as well. I'm sure she'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Yeah, absolutely. Fantastic. Okay. Well, thank you, Eva.
All right. See you later.
All right. You take care. Bye.
Bye.